Alright, so I'm dropping in and
Go ahead, Greg.
it's gonna get snowy
Hey, Jim, go to one.
and slidey. It's a little concerning when you're heading towards that rock. Guys, who knew that I had to come all the way to Nevada near Las Vegas here in the mountains for a first snow opportunity with the all-new Ford Bronco? But that's exactly what I have for you on this episode of TFL Off-Road. It's about a 2.5-hour adventure, and lots of it is in the snow, including rock crawling and desert running. Pretty much all of these are either first edition or Sasquatch package. Some of them are 4-door, some of them are 2-door. And the tires, of course, are Goodyear Territory all-terrains.
You like our 707 horsepower rig? Yeah, that's right. It's a holiday rig painted just like Santa's sleigh. And this video was brought to you by our sponsors at Sinclair Oil. Fuel your four-wheel sleigh at one of over 1,500 Sinclair stations in 29 states in the West and Midwest. Sinclair prides itself on offering top-tier gasoline with DynoCare fuel additive in all octane fuels, not just premium fuel. DynoCare is an additive that helps reduce engine deposits, which translates to better fuel economy and lower engine maintenance costs over time. Sinclair gas is also a Tier 3 fuel, which meets the EPA standards for lower sulfur emissions, which makes the air a little cleaner. Between now and Christmas Day, you can win 50 cents off per gallon, up to 15 gallons, if you go to sinclairoil.com/thefastlane. Users of the DynoPay smartphone app connected to a Sinclair Mobile Advantage account could win up to 70 cents off per gallon. To all of our viewers across the nation and across the world, we at TFL and Sinclair wish you horsepower for the holidays and a Happy New Year.
And here's how the Bronco is set up right now. I'm in 4 low, air down, and rear locker enabled, and sway bar disconnected. So I have all the tools that I need. Alright, now they're telling me that the first obstacle is actually this decline, hill descent, and it's icy and snowy. I'm in first gear. I went into manual mode, first gear.
Jim West, Greg on 2.
Alright, so I'm dropping in, and
Go ahead, Greg.
it's gonna get snowy
Hey, Jim, go to one.
and slidey. It's a little concerning when you're heading towards that rock, but one pedal, well, actually trail control system is working quite nice, actually. A little bit of articulation. So off-roading in the snow adds, it like triples the difficulty level, and it's for these reasons. First of all, some obstacles you may not be able to see because they're covered in snow. It's not the case here because the snow is just a dusting for the most part. But more importantly, the reason why it's sketchy like right now is because you can slide sideways very easily. A lot of the tires, I mean, these are good tires, but a lot of the tires are really meant to grab when you're going in longitudinal direction, up and down. But not many tires are super great at giving you traction side to side. These tires, these Territory MTs, are actually pretty good with sipes, and they're a tread, but not all tires are that good. Alright, I'm gonna get out and show you a little bit of some other Broncos.
One pedal, 1 mile an hour. Good, perfect.
He's also using one pedal drive. There he is going around. He's got a 2-door.
Come back to the right. There you go.
Here's my camera view. I have a 360. I have my front tire tracks that can help me place the Bronco in the right position. I have a very tight turn coming up, and there's actually a spotter. Yeah, this 4-door Bronco is, I mean, it's about as long as a Jeep Wrangler, but turn assist does help. That's a slippery condition, but you can see there's a little bit of dirt on the bottom, and the Broncos are actually making it. Well done. All right, so there's another fairly steep decline. Yeah, of course it's not without issue. I mean, the slippery conditions make it difficult, but just with slow enough speed and caution, and maybe even trail turn assist, which drags one of the rear tires, and it works really automatically. It just comes on once you turn the steering wheel, either one way or the other. The more you turn, the sharper you crank, the more aggressive the turn assist system becomes. Now I can finally pick up a little bit of speed. That was actually really good difficulty. It wasn't super scary and gnarly, but it was just difficult enough to where it challenged the Bronco. Now it looks like we may have a little bit of faster running. Beautiful. We're actually now outside of the off-rodeo property, and we're in the National Forest land. There's still some snow here, which is amazing. I love seeing this. I'm in 4 high and currently in sand mode. I disconnected the anti-sway bar, and what it allows is for more movement in the front, and it works under 20 miles an hour. At 20 miles an hour or above, it actually automatically reconnects for stability. And right now I'm pushing close to that. We're going at about 19 to 20 miles an hour, sometimes slowing down a little bit. The suspension and the tires are still soaking this up, and this is pretty tough terrain because, like I said, rocks are fairly sharp. So there's a little bit of rattle, even though it's an insulated hardtop right here. They're relatively quiet overall. It is rattling a little bit, but these Broncos that we're using, they've had a fairly hard lives. This one has about 3,400 miles, and as far as I know, these are hard miles of these trail runs. And now it's time for some serious higher speed running. Right now we're on this gravel road in a convoy, and I'm approaching 70 miles an hour, 70 on gravel, and I'm in well, I'm switching to Baja mode. Oh yeah, the revs came up, downshifted, my traction control system has been modified a little. Ooh, I gotta slow down. Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. First snow in the all-new Bronco, but I actually saw way more than that. Snowy, rock crawling, faster sections, up to 70-75 miles an hour on gravel, tight turns. Nevada has a little bit of everything. I hope you enjoyed this trip. I did. The Bronco performed really well. Yes, is it perfect? Well, maybe not quite. The interior was a little bit loud with that hardtop roof. But as far as the four-wheel drive system and the tires and the technology that it offers, it's really hard to beat. As always, go back to TFLoffroad.com for all the latest news, views, and real-world off-road reviews, and perhaps even more snowy trips. Thank you very much.